a new theory going around about who the actual OVO mole was this whole time. And
when Kendrick Lamar mentioned a possible mole in OVO, no one knew who he was referring to. But now we finally have a name for the one in charge of spilling all the tea about Drake. So, ever since the beef between K-Dot and Drizzy exploded, people can't stop talking about it. Like even after months, and rightfully so. Especially since there's been a lot of tea spilled during the back and forth between the two artists. However, I think most of you will agree that in the ocean of diss songs and shady remarks, there's one allegation that Kendrick made that stuck with the listeners. Do you have any guesses? Well, I am referring to his song 616 LA, where he mentioned that he has a mole in OVO that literally exposes everything to him. Shocking, right? Fans were actually puzzled when he said this. Some did not believe a single word he said, while others started connecting the dots just to disclose who this alleged mole is. Let's just say it was a hard task to complete, but now things are starting to get more interesting, especially after the TikTok video went viral. A lady mentioned OVO producer Mike Zombie.
word on the street is that none other than Mike Zombie is the mole.
For those who don't know him, Mike is an American rapper and record producer from Willingboro Township, New Jersey. Since 2012, he has worked as an in-house producer for Drake's label, OVO Sound. And throughout his career, he was able to drop some amazing hits under the label, such as Started From the Bottom in 2013 and They Don't Love You No More by DJ Khaled. However, if you go over his credentials, you'll notice that he started doing a lot of collab with West Coast artists starting in 2016, which kind of made fans raise their eyebrows. But wait, there's more, because it seems like K-Dot hinted about this a lot in his song, but we just missed his hints. Going back, there's a verse in 616 LA that says, "Are you finally ready to play? Have you ever?" Let's see. Have you ever thought that OVO is working for me? Take that and connect it with the fact that Mike is an in-house producer from OVO. And then we have another verse that went like this. Before you figure that you're not alone, ask what Mike would do. Actually, people initially thought he was referring to the king of pop, Michael Jackson, but it didn't make sense back then. But right now, we have another Mike on the list. Oh, and did I mention that Mike has a song that is called 616? It was released 10 years ago, but it can't just be coincidental, right? But here's the kicker. It seems like Mike responded to all the rumors about him. He didn't directly address the issue, but his timing was pretty spot on. Like after the video went viral, he made this post on X saying, "People are hilarious." Because of this, fans had been talking non-stop, debating whether Mike is indeed a mole or if K-Dot was just stirring the pot. One fan wrote, "Wow, okay, this has legs," and clearly was a thing before Kendrick versus Drake 2024. Kendrick is a madman. I was wondering what the significance of 616 was.
Before releasing her album, Sugar Honey Iced Tea, dropped a banger teaser on her Instagram. And guess who she has collaborated with? None other than the 69 God himself. Drake's music in her video made fans go crazy over it. The comment section flooded with comments like, "Is that Drake? And Drake? OMG, you won." Then some people thought Latto's music could not be saved by collaborating with Drake. It has even been said that the song sounds like a Sexy Red song, and it is giving Sexy Red videos. Recently, rumors have been going off about Drake dating Latto's younger sister, Brooklyn. And thus the collaboration is a breath of fresh air for the duo and their fans. And even at that point, Latto tried to confirm that rumor in a recent act. People are even connecting the dots between the scandal between Latto's sister and Drake, and I feel they only got a song together because he was messing with her sister at one point. Some fans are saying, their voices don't sound right together. While some say, I don't think a Drake feature is enough to help her album do numbers. Around the same time, eagle-eyed fans noticed Drake following a suspicious account named Plot Twist, which piqued their curiosities and made fans wonder what plot twist Drake had to offer. And on 6th of August, he made that account public and posted the link to 100 GBs of unreleased songs, collaborations, sneak peeks, and behind the scenes. The data included audio songs with Latto, 21 Savage, and Young Thug, with the same song that Latto had posted on her video. Not only that, but the account Plot Twist also posted the same video of Latto as well. The song with Latto is not the only bump in the road, though. Moving on to his other story. After teasing his fans with new content from a mysterious Instagram account, he released 2 other songs as well, which are It's Up, featuring 21 Savage and Young Thug, and Blue Green Red, which was produced by Gordo. It's being said that the song It's Up has shade for Kendrick, as Kendrick and Drake have been going through beef for a long time now. including 21 Savage's verse where he raps, referencing Tupac Shakur's iconic diss track, Hit 'Em Up. Nothing has been the same ever since Drake and Kendrick Lamar collaborated in 2011. Three surprise songs first appeared on the Instagram account Plot Twist and were subsequently shared by the Toronto rapper's personal Instagram as well as his label. Although everyone was anticipating this, a lyrical death match between the biggest rappers in the game today, and it has been served. Fans are divided over the feud, while some say it is like a divorced parent's situation of taking sides. The rap god definitely created waves in the rap world with his new feat. Stay tuned to 010 for the latest updates.
So a highly inappropriate video featuring Drake has been leaked, and the world is going crazy over it.
I haven't even drank my morning coffee yet, and I see Drake wiggling his good stuff on my timeline.
But who is the devil behind the leak?
There was no other way. The world had to be fixed. A purpose given to me.
As you can imagine, the video, which I cannot show here for obvious reasons, went absolutely viral in seconds. If you wonder what was in it, let's just say, if rumors are true, it showed the singer filming himself undressed from the bottom down, engaging in inappropriate behavior while sitting on a bed.
So look, and it what Brick look like this. Like it was like this, then he drank it, you feel me? Like this, right?
Yeah.
He's making a BBL face. He's squinting and he's like, I will never unsee that ever again.
Thanks to that video, Drake is now blowing up X and other platforms, being one of the top trending topics out there. And the best part? Drake's reaction to the leak. Fans thought it was going to be something like this. But it wasn't. After the video blew up and got millions of reactions online, Aiden Ross sent Drake a voice message.
Yeah, bro, I'm still alive, bro. We were just looking at the shit. It's like crazy, bro. Like, god damn. You're blessed with your voice. You're blessed with performing. You're blessed to be you. You're blessed to be number one. But you're also blessed to have a fucking missile.
And Drake's response was the opposite of what you'd expect.
He said this might be my next album intro. Oh, great. Well, hey, at least he made the cut.
Some people claim it might just be another deepfake, like was the case with Taylor Swift's explicit deepfake scandal recently. But there are two reasons why people think it's real. First, why would Drake seemingly confirm it was him to Aiden Ross if it was fake? And second, he's been seen holding the same phone in the exact same way as in the video.
Basically, it's got to be him.
And all those millions, or who knows how many fans who accidentally stumbled upon the rumored video, well, they have a whole meme fest going online. And it's hilarious. So while you might be too late to see the video in question, reactions of those who did are definitely worth it. Even grandmas around the world were in on it. Men expressed concern about their girlfriends seeing Drake exposed, begging they don't ever find the video. And they might have a point, because some reactions looked like this.
That was too good. Let's get the Dove Pearl. Here you go. Thank you.
Many were shocked after clicking the video, hoping to see some leaked music. Some people were downright disgusted.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
But regardless of the reaction, everyone wants to know one thing. Who did the devious deed? Unfortunately, it's not clear yet, as the person remains anonymous. But here's something else that's interesting. This leaked video drama comes right when the singer made headlines for slamming the Grammys on Instagram right before the show on February 4th. Drake decided not to attend the event and made it clear he wasn't interested in keeping up with the winners. In his Instagram stories, he wrote, "All you incredible artists, remember, this show isn't the facts. It's just the opinion of a group of people whose names are kept a secret. Literally, you can Google it. Congrats to anybody winning anything for hip-hop, but this show doesn't dictate shit in our world. Drake posted this message on a clip of him accepting the award at a 2019 ceremony. In the speech, he basically questioned whether we even need a Grammy ceremony at all.
Look, if there's people who have regular jobs who are coming out in the rain, in the snow, spending their hard-earned money to buy tickets to come to your shows, you don't need this right here. I promise you. You already won.
His speech was cut off by a commercial, and you can only wonder why. Like what you're watching? Swipe up for more stories and updates.
That project, except for one part. It's one part of that make me feel like, man, that's the lamest shit I ever did in my life, right? And I know this is not what a lot of people want to hear. I know I can hear my up there right now like, nah, don't do that. But I got to keep it 100 with y'all, right? I damn near had a relapse, right? Because y'all heard some shit that happened 2-3 weeks ago, however long it was. Y'all heard that bazooka that was dropped on the motherfucking game, right? So all of this time of me moving on my own accord, for the first time I was tested. Why am I tested? Because I got the world and I got my niggas like, what you gonna do, Cole? My niggas like, boy, I must have had 1,000 missed calls. Oh my fucking God. Text flooded. I couldn't even answer my shit. It's wartime.
He's basically saying he felt peer pressure into making the diss track. It's like, dog, I'm not gonna lie, bro. If this is how you was feeling all along, like, you should have just never done anything. You should have just done the Drake method and just post little captions, man. Post pictures with some little captions, but you're not even on social media. I don't know, man. Just Twitter fingers at this point. It's better than dropping a whole project with shots throughout the whole thing and then just to apologize right after, bro. Like, yo, as a rap fan, a hip-hop fan, I feel like any hip-hop fan lives for moments like this where the artists that are up there, there was like the big three, that was the conversation. Artists that are up there, spar bars, fight with lyrics, bro. I feel like that's what a lot of us love. When I seen this happen, when Kendrick dropped that shit, I was like, oh, yes. I think we all were like, yes, they got to respond. They got to respond. We were saying it was corny that Drake was just posting pictures and the captions. It's like, bro, he's not going to say nothing, da-da-da. But J. Cole drops, bro, and it's fire. But then he apologizes. I feel like that's worse. I feel like that's the worst thing to do. That's worse than what Drake did. God, bro. It's just hard, bro. This shit just sucks because I really like J. Cole and I really like the project, but I can't listen to it the same anymore, bro.
And I was conflicted because, one, I know my heart, you know what I mean? And, like, I know how I feel about my peers, these two niggas that I just been blessed to even stand beside in this game, let alone chase their greatness, right? So I felt conflicted because I'm like, bro, I know I don't really feel no way, but the world want to see blood.
Bro, it's not even like blood or like, we just want to see bars. Like, who got the hardest bars? The biggest debate is who is like, what's the order of the top three, bro? But it's like with this, Kendrick's like in first now. It's just Kendrick. And then, you know, I seen memes of people saying that it's Kendrick, Drake, and Youngboy now. Was he scared? I don't know, bro. I love J. Cole, bro. I love this project. It was so hard.
So I say all of that to say, in my spirit of trying to, like, get this music out, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I moved in a way that I feel spiritually feel bad on me. Like I try to, like, jab my nigga back, and I try to keep it friendly. But at the end of the day, when I listen to it and when it comes out and I see the talk, that shit don't sit right with my spirit. That shit make me feel, that shit disrupts my fucking peace. So what I want to say right here tonight is, in the midst of me doing that and in that shit, trying to find a little angle and downplay this nigga's fucking catalog and his greatness, I want to say right now tonight, how many people think Kendrick Lamar is one of the greatest motherfuckers to ever touch a fucking microphone? Dreamville, y'all love Kendrick Lamar, correct?
Bro, we love both of y'all. That's why we wanted to see this shit go back and forth, bro.
exposing Drake's creepy history with young girls. Drake's history with young girls is extremely creepy, and you won't believe why. You see, it all started when Drake first outed himself through his own lyrics. The rapper claimed in a song titled Mr. Right Now that he has dated SZA back in 2008. While he thought that he was savage for that claim, people started to point out the fact that SZA had just turned 18 when they started dating. But SZA later spoke up claiming that she actually dated him in 2009. So it was actually 2009, LOL. In this case, a year of poetic rap license mattered. LOL, I think he just innocently rhymed 08 with wait. But it only gets crazier because during one of his concerts in 2010, Drake called a fan on stage and started flirting with her, even kissing her on the neck. But she later revealed that she was just 17 years old.
Y'all gonna have me getting carried away again. I get in trouble like this. How old are you?
The same girl spoke up about the situation recently and claimed that Drake himself was innocent. I was 17 back then and I'm 31 now. This was a concert that my dad took me to back in high school. Drake's entourage actually picked me out from the crowd of people, not Drake himself. It was nothing then and still nothing now. And it doesn't end there because Drake even became friends with Hailey Bieber back when she was just 14. They eventually started to date when she was just 19. But that's not even half as crazy as the time when Drake went on multiple dates with Millie Bobby Brown when she was just 13.
So Drake just released a new album, and a lot of people are pointing out this lyric on his song In Too Deep. In the lyric, it mentions February 19th as the day of the glow-up. If you don't know, February 19th is Millie Bobby Brown's birthday. And you already know the very weird history that her and Drake have.
But Millie herself still claims that she and Drake are just good friends that like to text each other a lot.
What about your relationship with Drake? Tell me about your friendship. How did this all come about?
I love him. I met him in Australia. We just texted each other the other day and he was like, I miss you so much. I was like, I miss you more.
She went on to post on her Instagram, "Why you gotta make a lovely friendship your headline? You guys are weird, for real." Even Billie Eilish came forward to speak up against all the hate for Drake. A grown man can't be a fan of an artist? There are so many people that the internet should be more worried about. But fans are still left questioning why Drake keeps on befriending these young girls. And what's crazy is that Drake was actually dating Bella Harris at the time, who also happened to be a young teenager. Anyway, if you think Drake needs to stay away from young girls, make sure to swipe up and follow.
Red is exposing Drake because rap music's self-proclaimed hood's hottest princess is all over the internet, once again for being provocative after claiming that she and Drake have been hooking up for features. After an account posted the picture of Sexy and Drake together from earlier this year at her birthday party, a user commented, "Are you for Drake features?" To which she simply replied, "Yes." Fans of hip-hop have been curious for months as to why the two have managed to hit it off and connect so well, but this seemingly confirms all the questions of the past. This once considered joke started last year at Rolling Loud when Sexy was being interviewed for Rolling Loud's social media and Drake was mentioned.
Right now online, I just keep seeing pictures of you and Drake, pictures of you and Drake. What's going on with you and Drake? Y'all got a record coming? I'm just playing.
The feature run started in 2023 when Red was featured on Rich Baby Daddy by Drake and SCA. The song would become a viral hit through late 2023 and would regain traction later on in 2024 when the music video came out. In the video, Drake is shooting a home video for Sexy Red's.
You see my wife right there, pregnant with that beautiful baby.
The duo would pop up in the news momentarily again when fans found out that Drake sent her not one, not two, but 4 brand new Chanel bags for her birthday.
I'm glad I got rich friends that be turning me up and thinking about me. Thank you, Drake. I appreciate you. What the Northside doing with 4 new Chanel?
Just this month, as Sexy released her new mixtape In Sexy We Trust, with features Mike Will Made It, Lil Baby, and none other than Drake himself. Drake, coming off a massive media storm from his beef with Kendrick Lamar, decided to hop on Sexy's album with a revelation that left fans shook. Regardless of how Sexy gets her features, her nonchalant attitude puts her in good graces with one of music's biggest superstars in Drake. Their frequent collaboration may raise a few eyebrows, but their relationship is abnormal for Drake. Collaborating with upcoming careers. If you love Sexy Red, be sure to swipe up for more news surrounding her antics.
With DJ Mustard's wife to expose him. Oh, snap. Is he getting revenge on Kendrick's supporters?
taking shots at anyone supporting Kendrick Lamar. While it seems like the world is pointing fingers while laughing at Drake, Drake must have been hiding out in his laboratory trying to plot his next move.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
DJ Mustard seems to be the next target, which would make sense since he's the producer of Not Like Us. Drake started following his ex-wife Chanel and may be planning to work with her to make Mustard's life a living hell. Drake clearly doesn't have a problem including wives in war. There's really no dignity when it comes to war. You just try to get the victory any chance you can get. Drake seems to understand that. So when he and Kendrick started dissing each other directly, Drake was the first to mention significant others. He questioned Kendrick's engagement to Whitney.
You did it dirty all your life, you tryna make peace. Proposed in 2015, but don't wanna make her your actual wife.
Allegedly hiring a PR team to cover up for him, physically abusing her, and not seeing his kids for months.
We could've left the kids out of this, don't blame me.
Even with all that information, Kendrick was still able to finagle himself out of the rumors and hit Drake with the kill shot, releasing the song of the summer in 2024. But Drake might not be finished.
You sure about?
What's he cooking up after following DJ Mustard's ex-wife? DJ Mustard says he heard Not Like Us at the same time everybody else did. So it seems like he gave the beat to Kendrick way before he recorded the song. But he was excited. He even tweeted he would never turn his back on Compton. He did, however, seem to turn his back on his family. DJ Mustard and his ex-wife Chanel have been going through a nasty divorce that got worse over time. Mustard started rebounding with Instagram models, and the terms of child support and other factors weren't solved immediately. He does get to keep his music catalog though.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Chanel has been working diligently with her lawyers to get more from the divorce, but they also agreed to stick with the prenup they had set in the beginning of the marriage. Mustard is looking at only 6 figures to pay out, and way less than the $80,000 a month she wants him to pay as well. Since we can assume Mustard's pockets are deep, we can also assume Chanel knows that too. That's probably a big reason why working with Drake to embarrass Mustard sounds very realistic.
I can see that happening, yes.
Kendrick Lamar already warned Drake to leave his lady out of their beef or he'll be forced to go even harder. Drake completely ignored it. Mustard may have to give the same warning. Mustard served the beat that's known as the nuclear bomb in this Drake-Kendrick rap battle. There should be no doubts he can make another one if he gets offended enough by Drake's sneaky plan. At some point, this beef may turn into an expose fest.
It has begun.
Then maybe linking with Mustard's ex-wife isn't much of a brilliant idea after all. That's unless the secret info Chanel has will make Kendrick's side throw the white flag. Seriously, what could they possibly do?
I don't even know. I can't even tell you that.
Sources say Chanel is very disgruntled over the divorce, and academics said Drake may be coming back with a response. Apparently, he wanted to respond to Not Like Us way earlier, but couldn't because real stuff came into play.
Yeah.
Yep.
His house was shot at with one of his security guards getting hit. Trespassers tried breaking into his house, and the local news crew was treating his house like he was O.J. Simpson in the Bronco. If this is the perfect time for him, then we can see things boil over even more. Rick Ross and his team already got into a brawl in Canada with Drake fans while Not Like Us played in the background. This beef is getting spicier by the rap lyric.
Just exposed him? So you know how Kung Fu Kenny has been going scorched earth on Drizzy with all these insane diss tracks, right? Accusing him of everything from having secret kids stashed away to allegedly being a full-blown creep pursuing underage ladies? Well, turns out at least some of that may have had more truth to it than we thought. Word on the street is that one of Drake's alleged baby mamas has finally decided to step out of the shadows and expose him for the certified Drizzy he apparently is. This woman claims she has direct proof and evidence of Drake's shady dealings. We're talking videos, photos, the whole nine. But here's where it gets even crazier. Word on the street is that the woman who claimed to have Drizzy's secret child didn't just come out on her own. Nope, she's apparently being backed by none other than Kung Fu Kenny himself. Can you even picture that? Kendrick's team is guiding her, and she's already handed over some seriously juicy footage that K-Dot plans to use as ammo against Drake on an upcoming diss track. I mean, just imagine how crazy that's gonna be. Kendrick's already been going in on Drake, spitting fire about hiding kids, messing with underage
underage girls and passing them around his crew. But now there could be actual video proof to back it up? That's taking things to the next level of scorched earth. So you're probably wondering what could possibly be on these supposed videos and photos that have Drake sweating. Well, from what I'm hearing through the grapevine, it's allegedly hard evidence of Drizzy getting way too cozy and inappropriate with young ladies who look underage. We're talking all over them, making nasty comments, just a total creep show that would confirm all the gross grooming and PDFing rumors Kendrick has been putting out there about him. Like, mega yikes if it's real. But that's not even the half of it. Remember when K-Dot was going off about Drake having some shady system for picking up chicks? Turns out he might have been onto something, because word is, Drake really does run his own personal private Tinder.
And he told me that Drake has an employee whose job is to go around town looking for super hot girls. He finds the girls and then he interviews them, and out of all the girls he interviews, he picks the one that he thinks that is the best.
This tea comes straight from one of his former tour dudes. Apparently, Drake has an employee whose entire job is to scope out and interview the hottest girls in every city to potentially bring back to the mansion, like full-on casting calls for baddies. This employee will line up a bunch of sexy prospects. Drake picks his fave based on looks alone, and bam, she gets whisked away for some very unchaperoned hang time, if you know what I mean.
And he drives her to Drake's place. Drake has sex with her, and then he drives her home. So basically, Drake has his own private Tinder.
Drake out there really putting the casual in casual encounters, treating women like a hotel breakfast buffet. Just line them up and grab whichever one is most appetizing that day. And you know who warned him about getting off those creepy vibes? The one and only Rick Ross. So Rosé was being super shady in a video, throwing some major side-eye Drake's way. He was low-key insinuating that at first he thought Drake's nasty lyrics about hiding kids and messing with underage girls were just him wildly exaggerating and capping like rappers do. But now Rosé's realizing it seems those bars were coming from a really dark, sinister place of truth.
Where they said you said if you was young girls, you promised you would have been arrested. Whoever wrote that for you should have put more thought into that.
Of course, Drake played it off cool when asked, but you know that little bar had to low-key sting, having one of your friends imply you move like an alleged sicko around the ladies. With all these shady tales about Drake's dealing lately, though, can you really be surprised Rick felt the need to put a warning out there? Whether the rumors are actually true or not, having your name connected to any hint of grossness with underage girls is a serious situation. Makes you wonder if maybe Ross has seen some sketchy stuff himself that made him want to get ahead of the potential scandal. Or maybe the rappers are just being cautious about cancel culture. Either way, you know we'll be watching closely. Because let's be real, if even an ounce of these crazy Drake tales turns out to be facts, it's going to be a bigger, nastier situation than we can even imagine right now. The thought of having his own baby mama turn whistleblower and rat him out to Kendrick with sickening visuals? Sheesh, talk about shattering his squeaky clean brand into a million pieces. We're feeling straight up icky just talking about what kind of gross stuff this baby mama might expose about Drake. Some lines should never be crossed, no matter how rich or famous. We'll be refreshing our phone non-stop for any new tea, because you already know this drama is gonna blow up huge. We'll keep y'all updated.